All right, let's get this over with. My voice a little rough, got a sore throat there. But thank you everyone who was concerned and giving well wishings there after that last video. Now, since slept for about 20 hours straight, recovered a bunch, and let's get into it. What happened, and that now that I've gotten some little bit of memory back, and then also like heard my dad told me everything and whatnot, there's a 50%, well, no, there's actually probably a much higher percent chance that in fact I did injure myself. I was 100% sleepwalking, and that we've applied to get the police footage, but that takes a couple of months anyways. So until then, well, who knows? But the difference between when I stay up for like 3 days straight, that my dad has seen me 100 times, completely normal. It's that, you know, you're half awake, but it's your conscious self. And then the other half, you're in your subconscious, and I'm able to like access information from the subconscious realm. And that's completely, my dad's seen me like that 100 times. It's like, he knows, you know, he calls me Tesla during those times, because I'm literally like Nikola Tesla, where I like just stand there. Sure, I'm a little bit like a zombie, but it's me, it's my conscious, and I'm accessing information from the subconscious. I'm essentially connecting to source and sourcing source code out, and that's how you know, I get a lot of the science and alchemical knowledge and experiments information that I do from the Akashic record, essentially from source consciousness itself. And sure, I'm slow during those times because, heck, yeah, you know, you've been awake for 3 days, you're super tired, but it's like I drink a bunch of coffee and I'm able to like manage it. So then I go to bed and I'll sleep for a day. And he's, you know, it's just accepted that's part of the insane genius that I am, and that's how it works. That said, what we hadn't experienced, or what I haven't done since I did do a bunch as like in my teens and younger childhood, was I used to get these night terrors, and I would like wake up in this dream reality, sleepwalking around, where I'm half physically awake in my conscious, but it's not my conscious you're dealing with, it's the subconscious that is alive and that's interacting with the world and in control. And that was scary stuff, and that is scary stuff. And that was, I guess, what happened to me this time around, the first time in my adult life, 25 some years since the last time it happened. And thus, we all now understand that it was sleepwalking that I was experiencing. And it's caused both by overheating the brain, and that I was indeed asleep in this super hot insulated wool and down hooded winter jacket, which overheated me, as well as the fact that I was probably only asleep for a couple of hours at the time, and it was the dog like was barking, and I guess I jolted awake, but not awake, and was in fact sleepwalking. And it was the subconscious mind that was in control, even though I was also, there in the conscious, but I wasn't really actually consciously there. I was answering things, but I wasn't making sense. And genuine sleepwalking. And the paramedics were absolutely shocked when I woke up. Like, I guess they gave me like some sedative or something, and then like 5 minutes later I woke up in the ambulance, like completely normal, completely myself, like, oh hello, who are you, and like back to normal Bernie. And I did indeed have my blood taken at the hospital. I did indeed get it tested, and I did not have drugs in it. And I did indeed get heavy metal testings, and I did indeed get results with no heavy metal poisonings. So it was all, everyone came to the conclusion it was straight sleepwalking, and that I will, I guess, make sure in the future not to overheat, and also that my father will now be able to know, oh hey, he's not psychotic on drugs, he's actually sleepwalking like he did as a child, and that the best thing that can be done is just putting a cold pack on your head, soon it cool down, and then it goes back to sleeping in normalness. But yeah, that was something else. And there's a 50% chance it's looking like a much, well, my dad says that it was actually me that tripped and fell down the stairs, front cement stairs, and effed up my leg, and it wasn't even the cops. So I'm sure when we eventually get the footage, and I want to watch it just because it's like I'm so curious to see what I was like in my subconscious. Like, I'm sure it's going to be embarrassing and scary like the living hell out of me, but it's interesting in how the mind works. And either if they did something wrong, and then might have liability, but most likely. And my dad said they actually treated me quite nice, and I was like nice to them. And it's weird. I don't know, but glad it's in the past and not going to try to get me no sleepwalking in the future. That said, got lots on the go. I had been awake for 3 days as I was working the Sync conference nonstop. And then I was like connecting with people all night. And then it was like, had to be up in the morning. And it was a great success. And normally I just go to sleep and sleep for 24 hours and then I'm okay. I don't know, for some reason this time I slept for only a couple, woke up sleepwalking. Then I got 20 hours sleep, and now I'm good. Anywho, that's now in the past. Going forward, what am I doing? I am heading out to Kelowna here Thursday morning. So exactly 24 hours from now, I will be at the Calgary airport on a flight out to Kelowna, BC, where I will be spending a few days to about a week working with a bunch of my music producer friends, as well as doing meeting with a couple potential investors and partners, where I will be figuring out if I will be moving and setting up my silk screening business in Kelowna as well, and figuring that all out and doing some interviews out there with a bunch of artists, producers, and whatnot before coming back here, and then finally flying out to California. Very busy, a lot on the go. And that's what I have on the go up next is 24 hours from now, flying out from Calgary to the amazing Kelowna, British Columbia, in the Okanagan Valley, where I have so many good, talented friends in music industry as well as arts industry. And I'm getting myself positioned hopefully with contract and spots where we will be able to set up and relaunch my printing business and clothing company, which is $50,000 worth of equipment just sitting in storage right now, and which I have had much success making much more than that with printing contracts in the past, and is my main business that I was doing for 15, 20 years before the lockdowns shut down businesses that business, because of the contracts that I had, were all music festivals and artists, and with lockdowns, that industry collapsed. And then I was forced to put my stuff in the storage, and now it looks like I might be able to be positioned to finally get things reset up and relaunched and get that going in the springtime. So I will be ready for spring, summer contracts next year. That's why I am going out right now before I go down to California for 2 months to see if the things are right, the position's right, and we can get a contract in space and it all figured out before I go to California for the next 2 months, at which point I was planning on going to Kelowna when I got back from California, and this is one of the many reasons why. So just getting a head start on it and making the most of business moves, trying to get back to being self-sufficient, trying to get back to the business that I've had great, huge successes in the past. And also, the ability to finally print missing shirt sizes and actually sell my merchandise and clothing to all of you amazing people out there that have requested and asked for it over the years. All right, so what else? Is there anything I'm missing? I think any questions? Any questions out there? Love you all. Here's my latest silver zinc monatomics that I made during the supermoon. And that's about half of it. The other half I gave to a very happy customer client. Subliminal Messenger, what's up, chat? What's up with you? Are you, hopefully in the Crypto Alchemist, so I can add you as a mod. If not, you'll have to wait to be over the stream. But good to see you, Subliminal Messenger. How are you today? How is Paulkin Music? Paula Hawk. Rachel Osborne, my Australian friends, and David Cooper, Ron Johnson. Bless you all. Wishing everyone a wonderful day. And Stiggs, if you're watching, shout out Stiggs. Guess you're on the BurnEye channel, so I'll have to make you a mod after. But for now, much love to everyone. I need to get my arse to bed because literally 24 hours from now, I will be on a plane taking off to Kelowna. So, I've been seeing all kind of Aurora Borealis posts. Well, maybe I should go outside right now, and before the sun comes up, it's already coming up, but I'm still able to see it if they're there. You're on Rumble. That's why. Good to see you. Thanks for watching on Rumble. That's why I can't find you on YouTube. All right. Much love, everyone. Have a blessed day, and we'll see you this evening.
You crazy mother. Yeah.
It's just burning. They burning just like last week, huh?
Weekend at Bernie's.